Greece is bracing for another day of intense heat with wildfires raging. The worst affected areas are the islands of Rhodes and Evia, where the fires have been burning for days. On Tuesday, 2 pilots died when their plane crashed while battling fires on the island of Evia. Our reporter Azadim Ashiri joins us now from Rhodes. As the day, the scars left behind by those wildfires are all too visible there. Nancy, scars is exactly the right word. I'm in Missouri, in a community that was evacuated 2 days ago in the southern highways because, remember, that's where these wildfires are focused, on the island in the southern section, and while people have returned, not everything is operating as it should. Everything is functioning as expected. However, some of these businesses and residences are discovering that they have very little water supply due to the damage caused by the fires. I spoke to one local who was saying he is still reeling from what happened. He said everything pretty much works, but this doesn't. That he was pointing to his heart and saying he's unhappy about what's happened to the locals, the tourists, and he said the trees, because Greece's environment is of course very impacted by this heat wave and by these fires, and he was pointing to the hills around him and saying these trees will not come back. And so as the day has passed, the conversation has about how to rebuild, because evacuations are still ongoing in some parts of Greece. Civilization has begun from the very beginning when I was on the mainland last week, because remember, these fires, Nancy, were happening on the mainland initially last week around Athens. There were homes where the civil authority was going around and putting different symbols on them. The house we were seeing at the time got a red triangle. That means it is unlivable and must be demolished. I saw it was declared unlivable and they had to decide whether they'd rebuild it there or on different lands. But of course in these villages, even the ones that aren't as badly hit, Missouri, a lot of the homes were still intact and people are still going back to their homes and living in them fairly comfortably. But in these towns as well, you still have firefighting trucks driving through, you still have military cars driving through. Yes, firefighters are also at grave danger in Greece. Greece's defense minister declared 3 days of national mourning following the deaths of 2 Air Force pilots who were trained in firefighting and yet died while responding to a fire on the island of Evia. And it's proven that when the fire service has said people are risking their lives to protect, as officials have said, citizens' property and the environment, that these risks were really shown to be true yesterday, and that's why some international support has coordinated every summer to fight fires around the world, and I thank you very much as it joins us there from Rhodes. And for more on this, let's cross live to the BBC Weather Centre and Sarah Keith Lucas. Nancy, Sarah helped us grasp what we were witnessing. I believe we have reached the peak of the heat wave across the Mediterranean and southern parts of Europe. So yesterday was another day of extreme heat, with temperatures ranging from the mid-40s to the high 40s across Greece, the far south of Italy, and even Sicily. But we should see an end to this extreme heat wave within the next 24 hours or so. We've got mistral winds that are funneling between the Alps and the massive Sun Trail in France, so they're coming down from the north. They're bringing cooler air into the central Mediterranean, so it's already turned cooler for the likes of Sardinia. Although still quite breezy, we've still got the wildfires burning across Sicily. Hit the 40-degree mark there, but temperatures will be above 40 degrees. So 44 Celsius, possibly 45 for the likes of Larissa or somewhere like that in the east of Greece today. But you can see the extent of these red colors really sitting across the Balkans, so it's Ukraine, for example, Romania, Bulgaria towards Turkey is seeing them really intense heat holding on for another day. But let's fast forward to tomorrow and you can see it's not quite the extreme red colors they're sitting off across central parts of Turkey. So by tomorrow across the region those temperatures will eventually be back down under 40 degrees, and we've had fairly light winds out there as well today. Lighter winds, they could pick up a little bit tomorrow across the likes of Rhodes, but we are expecting again with the breezy conditions at least a drop in those temperatures, so quite an extreme active drop in temperatures across parts of the Balkans. So let me take you to Bucharest, for example. Today 40 degrees, tomorrow a 17-degree drop at around 23 degrees. Now with the drop interpreter does come some severe stories. Nancy, I believe there is some reprieve in sight as we move over the next few days.